Most politicians, whether it's local mayors, whether it's state governors, whether it's our legislature, whether it's the president of the United States, I think a lot of the American people would be very forgiving about the policies that have happened the last 2 months if a politician had the courage to say, listen, when we implemented these draconian policies, this is the information that we had in front of us, and we felt a responsibility to do everything we could to protect our country against a virus that we were told would kill 2 million people. But now we have different data, more realistic data. We have data that contradicts and debunks the original data, and therefore we are changing our policies to match the reality. Thank God our original projections were incorrect. So many of the American people would have so much admiration and respect for a politician who had the courage to say, in a way, I was wrong, and from henceforward, we are going to do the right things, that I encourage not only President Trump, but governors all over the nation. Think about that. Look at the data, look at the science, and change your policies before you destroy the United States as we know it.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I mean, the American people are very forgiving. They're all about second chances. And you know what? What makes the saga of President Trump throughout this entire story just a little bit more tragic is that on the underlying substantive issue here, on the issue of China, and I wrote this column like a month and a half ago. He is spot on. He's actually the only person in his entire social stratum. I mean, for the past 35, 40 years, since Nixon went to China in 1972 or 73 to proverbially open up China, the entire neoliberal elitist consensus, the bipartisan consensus, has been to basically kowtow to China. Obviously, Joe Biden in 2001 was the one who basically helped usher in China's most favored nation status at the World Trade Organization. And people in that elite consensus have always supported that. Trump has always stood out by being an unabashed China hawk on issues of security, trade, immigration, the full spectrum of issues. So if he can just get his rhetoric in line here with we the people and then start transitioning to substantively talking about China and framing the election this November ideally about China, he's going to be in great shape. But let's make that transition happen sooner rather than later.